Hi guys, here and welcome to the March new moon. What an interesting new moon. This is bringing a lot of emphasis on addictions. And not necessarily the actual addiction itself, but more so, what is the emotion that the addiction allows you to have that you cannot feel or access on your own without taking action on this addiction? We're going to be getting to that a little bit later because that's the $1 million question that this moon is asking you to resolve. Basically, what it's just saying is, let's look at these unmet needs. Let's look at these cycles that's causing you to be hooked into really unhealthy patterns and cycles in your lives. Now, remember also when I talk about addictions and when I say that, it doesn't necessarily just mean smoking or drinking or cocaine or anything hardcore. An addiction can be anything that you're doing to your detriment, to your psychological and your health detriment, something that's done excessively, but to a point where it's just not healthy for you anymore. And it's actually causing you to suffer even more. Even though it's making you feel like you're being distracted from a place where you are suffering, it's creating a new level of suffering in its own sense of self. So what this moon is bringing up is a lot of feelings of perhaps insecurity. Perhaps a feeling where you feel very passive and you have this attitude almost of like, I'm going to wait and see what happens. I'm over it. I'm just going to see what's going to be happening now. That is not a good place to be in because that means that you are not in control of your circumstances. And that is something that you do want to be in during this time, because what this moon is actually trying to show you is how to take control so that you don't need these addictive patterns. You don't need to be worried about these insecurities that's now being covered by patterns and habits that's not serving you anymore. Because ultimately, if you can really truly overcome this, then you'll find yourself engaging in a lot more creative or spiritual way. And you're going to be finding yourself even being more of a search of what can benefit this beautiful, great imagination that I have. How can that fit into my life realistically? There's a lot of positives that's also coming with this moon if it's addressed correctly. Because ultimately, when we become stuck on a problem and we get stuck in that addictive cycle, we tend to become almost indulgent, almost too focused on our worries, on where we don't want to be. And ultimately, the problems that we have, it starts to slow down our progress. It slows down our creativity. It completely ruins projects that it is that we want to do because we kind of get stuck in this negative escape box, like this binge box of just addictions and then wanting to do certain things or eat or drink or smoke to give us a sense of relief from this feeling that it is that we don't feel we have control over. But actually we do. We do. It's just a passive mindset that's giving you the illusion that you don't. So instead of using this addictive behavior, it's probably best and healthier to look at what does this addictive behavior allow you to feel? What does it emotionally allow you to access that you cannot feel or access on your own without that? Because at the end of the day, when you have that aspect tackled, when you've healed that part, you'll start to feel more of a despondent reaction to this addictive pattern or behavior that you had. So, are you ready to dive deep into this? And let's explore this together. So let's start with a nice deep breath. That's it. And I would like you to hear, feel, see, or sense yourself in a beautiful place. It can be your favorite place. It can be a beautiful empty space. Even in your room where you are right now. But what is important is for you to bring your full focus and awareness to you and your immediate surroundings. Just finding yourself there starting to feel relaxed. And also feeling a beautiful light flowing from your head, down your body, your legs, out your feet. Releasing stress from the day, exhaustion, tiredness. And also releasing other people's stress that you perhaps took on that no longer belongs to you. Just letting that stress and the burdens of that just drain out of your body, just down, 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 into the earth. And I invite you now, let's observe perhaps any addictive patterns or tendencies that you might have. Remember, it's something that you would normally do in excess that's not healthy psychologically, emotionally, or physically. Something that's done too much, above the average, perhaps way of taking action on something. Just observing the emotions that you feel when you are able to act out on this addictive pattern that you might have. Really observe, how does this pattern make you feel, or at least allow you to access emotions that perhaps you cannot feel or access on your own without this addictive action. And just allowing yourself now to become aware of that. And as you're becoming aware of that, I invite you now, shift your focus and your awareness that whatever emotion or resource this behavior allows you to feel, where in your body is the absence of that? Where in your body is the absence of that unmet need? And when you have that part, when you found it, I invite you to hear, feel, see, or sense a beautiful light flowing from your head down your body, just down, down, down into that area where you feel the absence. Feeling that beautiful light, and give it a color as well. Be creative. Knowing and understanding that this light holds the emotion and the resources that you feel that is absent. And feeling this beautiful light just filling up this empty void that you felt within your body. Filling and filling and filling it up and up and up. Flowing also through every single cell in your body, not just where you feel the void, but through every single cell in your body. And also knowing, becoming aware that you are worthy of having these emotional unmet needs met. Reclaiming your birthright to have them met in a healthy, balanced way. And also acknowledging the difference between your identity and this old addictive pattern that you had. Perhaps knowing and understanding also now that it was never who you are. It was just a pattern and an experience that you had. That your identity is far bigger, greater than that. Just taking a nice deep breath. Just being with the stillness, allowing that light to just continue to fill up that place and space in your body. And even if you feel it's incomplete, that is okay. Because you can allow that light to just continue to fill up that place and space in your body as you go through the day and night. Knowing that this is a part, an aspect of the quantum field that you can give a job, that you can put into work, put into motion. And let it continue to fill every single cell in your body with that beautiful emotion and resource that you want and need. Just allowing that process to stay in place, knowing that you'll be healing throughout the day and night, becoming stronger and stronger and closer connected to your needs, reclaiming your birthright to have your emotional and physical needs met. Calling your power back from any old addictive patterns that you had in the past. Because that is exactly where it is right now. It's in the past. And when you're ready, you can grow roots from your feet down into the earth. Down, 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 down. Anchoring you back into the earth. Feeling more balanced, coherent, and connected to your needs. And just also following my voice back into the room. Feeling more calmer, refreshed, and also clear about your new and healthy way forward in this life. And until next time, be the light that you are.
Hi guys, thank you for joining me, and remember to grab your copy of Metaphysical Anatomy on Amazon, 679 medical ailments. And I also wrote about the psychosomatic root causes of that, and I'm spoiling it because I even added key points for you to start looking at important questions that you can ask yourself to start improving your quality of life. And also remember to catch me on Instagram, Evette Rose, 1 with the digit 1, and Metaphysical Anatomy on our Facebook fan page. Bye guys!